ম্যাম একটা কথা জিজ্ঞেস করবো?
হ্যাঁ বলো বলো বলো।
ম্যাম বলছিলাম, আমাদের কি অফলাইন ক্লাসে আবার রুটিন চেঞ্জ হবে নাকি সেম রুটিনেই চলবে?
এখনো বোঝা যাচ্ছে না গো, মানে অফলাইন থিওরিটা, মানে থিওরি অফলাইন নেওয়া হবে না অনলাইন নেওয়া হবে সেই ডিসিশনটা এখনো নেওয়া হয়নি, সেই জন্য যা হবে সেন্ট্রালি ঠিক করা হবে।
ওকে ম্যাম।
যেমন সেকেন্ড ইয়ার অনওয়ার্ডস কোনো কোনো ডিপার্টমেন্ট থিওরি ক্লাস অফলাইনে নিচ্ছে, এখন তো থার্ড ইয়ার ফোর্থ ইয়ার এখন এখানে ক্লাস করে, কারণ কারণ অফলাইনে ক্লাস হয়, কারণ কারণ অনলাইনে হয়। ইলেকট্রিক্যাল ডিপার্টমেন্ট মোস্ট প্রবাবলি অনলাইনে করে, বাকিরা সিএসসিআইটি যেমন অফলাইনে করে। হ্যাঁ কি
কম্পিউটার
বলছো?
সায়েন্স তো অফলাইনে হচ্ছে থার্ড
হ্যাঁ
ইয়ার।
কম্পিউটার সায়েন্স থার্ড ইয়ার অফলাইনে হচ্ছে, আইটি থার্ড ইয়ার অফলাইনে হচ্ছে, থার্ড ইয়ার ফোর্থ ইয়ার অফলাইনে হচ্ছে, আর ইলেকট্রিক্যালটা অনলাইনে হচ্ছে, হ্যাঁ ইসি অফলাইনে হচ্ছে। তো সেই জন্য মেকানিক্যালটা আমি ঠিক মনে করতে পারছি না কি হচ্ছে, খেয়াল করতে পারছি না। মেকানিক্যাল অটোমোবাইল অফলাইন হচ্ছে। তো সেই জন্য এখনো ফার্স্ট ইয়ারের কি করা হবে ডিসিশন এখনো নেওয়া হয়নি, যে থিওরি ক্লাস এখনো অব্দি নেওয়া হয়নি। থিওরি ক্লাসগুলো অফলাইন করা হবে না অনলাইন করা হবে, অনলাইন হলে এইটাই রুটিন থাকবে, অফলাইন হলে তো চেঞ্জ হবে, মনে হয় চেঞ্জ হবে, দেখা যাক। আগে এই ডিসিশনটা হোক, এখনো এটা নেওয়া হয়নি, ঠিক করা হয়নি অফলাইন হবে না অনলাইন হবে থিওরি ক্লাসগুলো। Roll number 62. 62, roll number 62. Are you present? 62? Okay, 63.
Present, ma'am.
63. Okay, 64.
Present,
64.
ma'am.
Yeah, 65.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 66.
Yes, ma'am.
67. Okay.
Ma'am, 34 present আছে।
34. Okay, okay. So, I'm repeating the roll numbers of absence. Just listen. If anyone is present, then tell me. 9, 12, 13, 14, 20, 21, 22, 32, 37, 38, 40, 45, 46, 49, 50, 54, 56, 57, 62 and 67. 67, I don't think he's continuing. 67. Okay. Acha. 21 is entering. 21 and 67, they are now entering the class. Twenty-one and 67 have entered. Now next is our continuity. Continuity, we know that in case of single valued function, what was the definition of continuity? A function is said to be continuous at a point x equal to a if both the limits of the function exist at x equal to a and the limiting value is equal to functional value at that point. If f of x as x tends to a minus, that is same as limit f of x as x tends to a plus, then we say that the limit exists. Now, if the limiting value is equal to functional value at x equal to a, then we say that the function is continuous at x equal to a. The limiting value exists and that value is equal to Whenever I'm saying that the limiting value exists, that means both the left hand limit and right hand limit exist and they're equal. If that limiting value is same as the functional value at that point, then we say that the function is continuous at that point.
Ma'am,
Yes.
আমি রোল নাম্বার 67 ম্যাম, আমি একটু লেট জয়েন করেছিলাম, ওদের অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স বোধহয় অ্যাবসেন্ট হয়ে গেছে, একটু দেখুন।
লেট জয়েন করেছিলে বলতে কখন জয়েন করেছিলে?
এক্ষুনি মানে আগেরটা করলাম তো, তারপর তো অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স নিতে নিতে ওটা মিটিং এন্ড হয়ে গেল, তারপর আমি বলেছে 3 মিনিট পর জয়েন করতে, আমি এখন জয়েন করেছিলাম তো বোধহয় আমার
আচ্ছা
অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স।
ঠিক আছে, আমি দিয়ে দিচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ, রোল নাম্বার 67 ম্যাম।
দিয়েছি।
হ্যাঁ।
So a function is said to be continuous at a comma b. Now it is a function of two variables. It is said to be continuous at a point a comma b if limit x tending to a and y tending to b, f of x comma y is equal to f of a comma b. So if the double limit, only double limit, in case of function of several variables, just limit what they use for it, that stands for double limit. Repeated limit is not of that much importance. Main thing is double limit. So if the double limit exists and is equal to functional value at a certain point, then we say that the function is continuous at that point. Okay. Investigate the continuity at the point 0, 0 of the function if xy equal to x cube minus y cube by x square plus y square. When xy not equal to 0, 0 and equal to 0 when xy equal to 0, 0. So the function is x cube minus y cube by x square plus y square when xy is not equal to 0, 0 and that is equal to 0 if xy is equal to 0, 0. You have to find out you have to see with the check whether the function is continuous at 0, 0 or not. So first of all, we'll find out the double limits. Okay. Double limits means what? We'll move along the line. Just look at the powers. One is x square, other one is y square. So what will be the choice of the path? How should we choose the path?
Y is equal to mx.
Y equal to mx. So let us choose the path as y equal to mx. So this will be x square plus m square x square. X square taken common, it will be 1 plus m square. And this is x cube minus m cube x cube. If you take x cube common, it will be 1 minus m cube. So this is 1 minus m cube by 1 plus m square into x cube by x square. X square gets cancelled out and we are left with 1x in the numerator. So although this is a function of m, although m is there, but along with that function of m, we are having a x in the numerator. This is x into 1 minus m cube by 1 plus m square. So as x tends to 0, obviously that will tend to 0, whatever may be the value of m. Whatever may be the value of m, irrespective of the value of m, since 1x is left in the numerator, so as x tends to 0, the whole function will tend to 0. Therefore, the double limit exists and is equal to 0. Now, given that the function is equal to this if xy not equal to 0, 0 and equal to 0 if xy equal to 0, 0. So that means it is given that at the point 0, 0, the functional value is 0. And we see that the double limit is equal to 0 at 0, 0. Therefore, as the limiting value is equal to functional value at 0, 0, so we can say that the function is continuous at 0, 0. Okay, now look at the next one. X square minus y square by x square plus y square where xy not equal to 0, 0 and equal to 0 if xy equal to 0, 0. If xy equal to 0, 0, we cannot put it here now because in the denominator we are having x square plus y square. So if both x and y are equal to 0, denominator will be 0. Therefore, at the point 0, 0, the functional value must be given separately. That value must be provided to you separately. So that is given at xy equal to 0, 0, the function is 0. Now let's find out the double limit as xy tends to 0, 0. Limit fxy as x tends to 0, y tends to 0. Again, since the denominator is your x square plus y square, both are having the same power. That's why we choose the path as the straight line y equal to mx. So limit x tends to 0 along the line y equal to mx. This is your x square minus y square by x square plus y square. We are replacing y by mx. This is x square plus mx square and numerator is x square minus mx square where x tends to 0. So x square taken common, 1 minus m square by x square taken common, 1 plus m square. X square will cancel out. This will be 1 minus m square by 1 plus m square, which is obviously different for different values of m. No x is there, so this is different for different values of m. That means this double limit doesn't exist. If double limit doesn't exist, the function cannot be continuous. Just as in case of single valued function. আমরা কি দেখেছিলাম, if limit exists, limit at a certain point x equal to a, limit exists, then only the function can be continuous. Huh? If limit doesn't exist, the function cannot be continuous. And limit exists means what? Left hand limit must be equal to right hand limit. If both left hand and right hand limit are equal at certain point, then we say that limit exists at that point. After that, if limiting value at that point is same as the functional value at that point, then we say that the function is continuous at that point. If the function is continuous at certain point, then only the question of differentiability arises. If the function is not continuous at a point, then the function can never be differentiable at that point. Okay. So differentiable, if it is given that the function is differentiable, that means the function is continuous, obviously at that point. Jodi bole that function is continuous at certain point, that implies that the function has got limit at that point. Okay. Now, since limit doesn't exist, therefore the function cannot be, no question of continuity arises. Since the limit is not existing, so no question of continuity arises. Is that clear? Is that clear? If you can understand limit, you don't have any problem in continuity portion. You won't face any problem in continuity portion if you can understand double limit.
Madam,
is it okay?
ম্যাডাম বলছি যে ডিনোমিনেটরে যদি মনে করুন ম্যাডাম x টু দি পাওয়ার 9 প্লাস y টু দি পাওয়ার 7 থাকছে, তাহলে y ইজ ইকুয়াল টু mx টু দি পাওয়ার 9 বাই 7 তো হবে তো, মানে y ইজ ইকুয়াল টু m ইনটু x।
হ্যাঁ y টু দি পাওয়ার 7 ইকুয়াল টু m ইনটু x টু দি পাওয়ার 9।
ঠিক আছে।
Okay. Next is your partial derivative. Partial derivative. This is only limit concept of derivative. Every partial derivative খুব easy, আমি বলে দিচ্ছি, but this is a limit concept. Definition of partial derivative. The term partial derivative means, suppose we are having a function of two variables x and y. The partial derivative means what? When we are differentiating partially with respect to x, that means y will be treated as constant. If we differentiate partially with respect to x, that means we have to keep y as constant. If we differentiate partially with respect to y, then we have to keep x as constant. We have to treat x as constant. For example, suppose the function is y equal to 3 into x. I'm sorry, not y. Suppose f equal to x into y. Suppose the function is f equal to x into y. So partial derivative of f with respect to x, that will be equal to, we are differentiating x into y with respect to x, treating y as constant. So that means what? Y will be there, y into d dx of x, that is equal to 1, so it will be y. Similarly, if we want to differentiate partially with respect to y, the function is x into y. If we differentiate partially with respect to y, that means x is now constant, so it will be x into d dy of y, that is equal to 1 into x, equal to x. Or suppose the function is x square plus y. Partial derivative with respect to x, that will be 2x plus 0, because y is now constant. Or if you want to differentiate partially with respect to y, it will be del ly of partial derivative or del notation. We use, instead of using d notation, we use del notation for partial derivative. So del y of f, what did I say? F was x square plus y. So del y of f will be, for x square it will be 0, for y it will be 1. So 0 plus 1 equal to 1. This is how we find partial derivative. It's very easy. When we differentiate, suppose a function is of 3 variables x, y, and z. If we differentiate with respect to x, that means y and z will be simply treated as constant. 2, 3, 4, 5 থাকলে আমরা যেভাবে করতাম সেইভাবে ডিফারেন্সিয়েটটা করব। Similarly, if differentiation is with respect to y, we differentiate with respect to y, treating x and z as constant, and similarly, similar expression for z also. Now, this is how we find partial derivative. Now, let's understand the definition of partial derivative. What was the definition of derivative? Hope you remember the definition of derivative. That we used to call first principle, derivative using first principle. What was that? F dashed a, that is equal to, that is limit form of definition. F dash t was what? Suppose fx is a function of single variable x. And at the point x equal to a, we want to write out the expression for derivative of fx at the point x equal to a. That will be what? That will be f dash t. That is equal to f dash t. That is equal to limit h tending to a 0, f of a plus h minus f a divided by h. Limit h tending to a 0, f of a plus h minus f a by h. Or one more definition is there, x tending to a, fx minus f a divided by x minus a. Limit x tending to a, fx minus f a divided by x minus a. That was the first principle definition of derivative. Derivative means what? আমরা যখন single variable calculus করেছিলাম, y, suppose y is a function of x, then what do you mean by derivative of a function at a point? আমি x টাকে একটা slight shift দিচ্ছি. We are giving a slight displacement to the variable x. Y is dependent on x. X is independent variable. Y is dependent variable dependent on x. We are giving a slight, we are changing the position of x slightly. We are giving a slight shift to the position of x. Now, with that change in position of x, how does the function y changes? That is called, that rate is called derivative of f with respect to x. That we denote it by f dash x. If the point is x equal to a, then we denote it by f dash t. So, কি হচ্ছে, আমি x, y and x are dependent, y is dependent on x, x কে আমি একটু চেঞ্জ করছি, x এ একটা স্লাইট শিফট দিচ্ছি 0.001, এরকম একটা পজিশন চেঞ্জ করালাম x এর পজিশনে, x একটা পার্টিকেল অরিজিনালি যেখানে ছিল সেখান থেকে আমি 0.001 ডিস্টেন্স ওকে শিফট করালাম, তার করসপন্ডিং y টা কতটা চেঞ্জ হবে, দ্যাট ইজ কল্ড ডেরিভেটিভ অফ y উইথ রেসপেক্ট টু x, and we denote it by dy dx or f dash x. dy মানে slight change in y divided by dx. dx is slight change in x. dy by dx মানে dy dx, that is the rate of change of y with respect to the rate with respect to the change in x. যেভাবে আমরা ভেলোসিটি পাই, পার্টিকেলকে একটুখানি মুভ করালাম, তো তার সঙ্গে সঙ্গে টাইমের রেসপেক্টে ও কতটা চেঞ্জ হবে। Velocity, let's call velocity. So this is how we find the derivative of a single valued function. Now suppose now here we are dealing with more than one variable, more than one independent variable. If is a function of two variables x and y. If is a function of two variables x and y, then del f del x denoted by del f del x. Df dx likhi na, we denote it by del f del x. Del f del x is what? Del f del x means y will be treated as constant. ফাংশনটার x কে একটু চেঞ্জ করাবো, y কনস্ট্যান্ট থাকবে, y যেমন আছে তেমন থাকবে, x এর জায়গায় স্লাইট একটু চেঞ্জ দেব। Then how does the function changes? Del u del x. Del u del x is just del u del x is limit h tending to a 0. Suppose there is a function of three variables x, y, and z. Let u equal to f of x, comma y, comma z. Then del f del x or del u del x, that will be equal to limit delta x tending to a 0 or h tending to a 0, f of x plus delta x, comma y, comma z minus f of x, comma y, comma z divided by delta x, or h. F of x plus h, comma y, comma z minus f of x, comma y, comma z divided by h, where limit h tends to 0. This is del f del x. Similarly, if the question is find out del f del y মানে x আর z constant থাকবে, y টা চেঞ্জ হবে. So that will be f of x, comma y plus delta y or y plus simply h, comma z minus f of x y z divided by delta x, as delta x tends to 0. If that was del f del z, that will be limit delta z tending to a 0, f of x, comma y, comma z plus delta z minus f of x, comma y, comma z divided by delta z, where delta z tends to 0, provided the limit exists. This is how we find partial derivative of a function. A limit form এ যদি না বলে এইসব দিয়ে করবে না, simply derivative করবে, treating the other variables as constant. Only when the question is related to continuity, আর না হলে এই একটা যেটা এটা একটা খুব মানে ম্যাকাউটের খুব ফেভারিট কোয়েশ্চেন ছিল, ফাংশন মে বি ডিফারেন্ট, ফাংশন চেঞ্জ হবে কিন্তু এই কোয়েশ্চেন একটা করে আসে, ফাংশনটা আলাদা আলাদা থাকে কিন্তু এই কোয়েশ্চেন প্রত্যেক সেমিস্টার একটা করে আসে, মানে প্রত্যেক ইয়ারে। আচ্ছা, ডাবল ডেরিভেটিভ ইজ del 2f del x2। আচ্ছা, partial derivative can also be written as f suffix x, f suffix x stands for del f del x, or f suffix y stands for del f del y, f suffix z that means del f del z. Now if x that is del 2f del x2, double derivative of f with respect to x, this is your limit h tending towards 0, there is your del x of del f del x, del 2f del x2, that means del x of del f del x, del x of del f del x, del f del x can also be written as fx. So del x of del f del x, that is equal to limit h tending to 0, fx at the point x plus h comma y minus fx at the point x comma y divided by h. So we have to find out fx separately. After that, we'll subtract fx x comma y from fx x plus h comma y and divide it by h. Next is fyy. Similarly, fyy means del 2f del y2. That can also be written as del y of del f del y, del y of del f del y. So that will be your del y of del f del y, that is del y means limit k tending to 0, if y at the point x comma y plus k minus fy at the point xy divided by k. K na kore h o likhte parti, you could have also written h for that. If xy, এই দুটো জিনিস একটু ভালো করে দেখো, if xy or del 2f del x del y, del 2f del x del y means what? del x of del f del y, মানে plain and simple ভাষায় যেটা পরে লেখা থাকছে সেটা আগে অপারেটেড হয়, just like repeated limit. If xy, y is written later, first will operate on y. So that is del x of fy is limit h tending to 0, fy at the point x plus h comma y minus fy at the point x comma y divided by h. Similarly, fyx, that will be del y of fx, that is limit k tending to 0, fx at the point x comma y plus k minus fx at the point x comma y divided by k. These two things you have to remember. Fxy means first will operate on y, after that will operate on x. Limit h tending to 0, fy x plus h comma y minus fy x comma y by h. Similarly, fyx is del y of fx, that is limit k tending to 0, fx x comma y plus k minus fx xy by k. In general, fxy equal to fyx provided the derivative involved are continuous. In most of the cases, you will find fxy equal to fyx, but not always. For example, in this question, you have to show that fxy is not equal to fyx. So it's not that always it will be equal, but in most of the cases, you will find fxy equal to fyx, provided the derivatives involved are continuous. So let me show you this example. F is xy into x square minus y square by x square plus y square. আমি এই এক্সাম্পলটা আজকে দেখিয়ে এখন ছেড়ে দেব, আবার পরের দিন যাদের বুঝতে অসুবিধা হচ্ছে আবার পরের দিন এই এক্সাম্পলটা দিয়ে, মানে টুমরো আই স্টার্ট উইথ দিস এক্সাম্পল। হ্যাঁ, তারা এই একটা করে এই অঙ্ক একটা করে থাকেই পরীক্ষাতে। ফাংশন মে বি ডিফারেন্ট, xy x square minus y square না দিয়ে x square minus y square by x square plus y square দিল, কিংবা xy into xy by x square plus y square দিল। The functions may be different, but this question, one of this question, one of this type, you'll get one question of this type. That's why tomorrow I'll start with this example once again. Okay. So xy into x square minus y square by x square plus y square when xy is not equal to 0, 0 and equal to 0 if xy equal to 0, 0. We'll have to find out fxy and fyx at 0, 0. So fxy at the point 0, 0. If xy, so this is your del 2f del x del y, that is del x of del f del y, or del x of fy at the point 0, 0. Del x of fy at 0, 0. Now this is equal to del x, that means this is limit h tending to 0, del x. So limit h tending to 0, fy 0 plus h comma 0 minus fy 0 comma 0. Y coordinate is not changing. We are partially differentiating with respect to x, so y coordinate is not changing. Fy 0 plus h comma 0 minus fy 0 comma 0 by h. যেমন সিঙ্গল ভ্যারিয়েবলের ক্ষেত্রে বলেছিলাম না f of a plus h minus fa by h, that is your f dash t. f dash t is limit h tending to 0 f of a plus h minus fa by h. একই জিনিস এখানে করছি, শুধু একটা y কোঅর্ডিনেট এক্সট্রা দিচ্ছি, যেটা কিছু চেঞ্জ হচ্ছে না। fy at the point 0 plus h comma 0 minus fy at the point 0 comma 0 by h. So now we have to find out this fy at the point h comma 0 separately. Once you find the fy at the point h comma 0, এটা আমরা ওখানে পুট করে দিতে পারবো। By putting h equal to 0, we can get the value of fy at the point 0 comma 0. So now what we have to do, we have to find out fy at the point h comma 0. We'll have to find out fy at the point h comma 0. ঠিক আছে? Now fy at the point h comma 0, that is equal to limit k tending to 0. Fy del f del y. So we are differentiating with respect to y. That means x coordinate is not changing. X coordinate will remain h. This is f of h comma 0 plus k minus f of h comma 0 divided by k. That is equal to f of h comma k minus f of h comma 0. Now f of x comma y is this. So what will be h comma k? That is h into k square minus k square by a square plus k square. H into k square minus k square by a square plus k square. Minus f of h comma 0. F of h comma 0. If you put y equal to 0, this will be 0. So this is 0 divided by k. So this k and that k will cancel out. It will be limit k tending to 0 h into a square minus k square by a square plus k square. Now the denominator is free from k. এখানে আছে কিন্তু তাতে কোনো প্রবলেম নেই, যতক্ষণ আমার এই জিরোটা নিচে বসে থাকছে আমি পুট করতে পারি না। We cannot put the limit k equal to 0 until and unless the denominator is free from 0. Now once this k is get cancelled, once this k has been cancelled out with that k, now we can easily put k equal to 0. So this will be h into a square minus 0 by a square plus 0. That is h cube by a square, that is equal to h. So fy h comma 0 is h. If we plus h by 0, we get fy 0 comma 0 equal to 0. So this is your h minus 0 by h, that is h by h equal to 1. Now let us find out if this was if xy. Now let us find out if yx at the point 0 comma 0. If yx at the point 0 comma 0, that is del del y of del f del x at the point 0 comma 0. Del del y, so limit k tending to 0. fx at the point 0 comma 0 plus k, x change হচ্ছে না, x 0 ই থাকছে, 0 comma 0 plus k minus fx at the point 0 comma 0 divided by k. So this is your fx at the point 0 comma k minus fx at the point 0 0 by k. So now we have to find out fx at the point 0 comma k. Okay, fx del f del x at the point 0 comma k, this will be your limit h tending to 0, f at the point h comma k minus f at the point 0 comma k divided by h. That is your function is h into k square minus k square by a square plus k square minus f at the point 0 comma k. H জায়গায় যদি আমি 0 বসাতাম, this thing would be 0. So this is 0 divided by h. Now h cancels out. This will be limit h tending to 0, k into a square minus k square by a square plus k square. Again we can put h equal to 0 because denominator is free from 0. So এখানে যদি বসাই k square and numerator is minus k cube, so that is minus k. So now the expression is, where is it? This is if yx at the point 0 comma 0 is fx at the point 0 comma k, that is your minus k minus fx 0 0 is 0 by k minus k by k equal to minus 1. So fxy at the point 0 comma 0 is 1, if yx at the point 0 comma 0 is minus 1. Therefore, says these two partial, that was the question. Show that fxy is not equal to fyx for the function this. Is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear? Tomorrow I'll again repeat it. Okay? Is that okay?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.